Welcome. Today is March 19, 2030. Now it's 5 p.m. New York time, and I will show you a trade that I have entered today on crude oil. I will explain the foundation of this trade. This is a daily chart of crude oil, and by this chart we can see that market has strong downward momentum. Market has strong bars to the downside, strong bearish bars, and now market today has tested important area of resistance, the 618 Fibonacci resistance, after making this downward move, after making this fast and strong downward move. So this is important zone of resistance. Now on the 4-hour chart we can see the main foundation of the trade. Let me put the moving average. First and most importantly, this is the 200 period moving average, and this is usually strong support and resistance for the market. And these days market was testing this moving average, so I was closely looking the market at the zone, and we can see here that market was making some AB equals to CD pattern. This A, B, C, D, and by this candlestick market has almost reached the 100% extension of this pattern. Sometimes market does not reach exactly the extension, so we can count it as completed. We also have another ABCD pattern here, and this one have been completed to the 100% extension, and market has almost hit the 127 extension of this pattern, so we also can count it as completed. So this adds resistance to the testing of this moving average, this candlestick here that I will highlight for you. This one, this is a doji candlestick pattern. And also on this same zone we have the weekly resistance 1, and market has almost tested this by this doji candlestick. Market has not quite reached this zone, but by the completion of the ABCDs here and by the 200 period moving average, we can also count it as touched on this case. So here's the main foundation of the trade, these zones of resistance, the 200 period moving average, completion of AB equals to CD patterns, weekly resistance 1, and the daily 618 Fibonacci resistance on this zone. So on the hourly chart we can see what happened, what triggered the entry on our trade. By this bar that was forming inside the doji on the 4-hour time frame, market has made a bearish engulfing pattern. I will highlight it here. This bar, market has made bearish engulfing. So this triggered the trade for me, and initially the plan was to enter at the breakout of this bar, at the low of this bar, but I felt confident that I placed the short entry order at some retracement of this bar, and I entered short at this zone, as you can see here. And initially I have putted my stop loss based on the doji pattern and on the pivot points. I've placed initially the stop loss on this zone because it's beyond the doji, it's beyond the weekly resistance 1, and it's beyond the daily resistance 1. So I've put my stop loss on this zone. It's a bit far something about 100, 110 pips, but I felt it was worth taking the trade with this stop loss. So what happened? We can see that market has made strong downward move. Market has made acceleration to the downside with strong bearish candles. You can see here for our time frame. And on the daily chart, market it's almost closing today's trading session and is making a bearish engulfing pattern also here, and it could be the restart of this downward momentum as we have seen here. And if market will make some AB equals to CD pattern, we can see that the 618 extension of this pattern is at the zone of 89 and 50. So maybe market will reach this area by some strong move. But more importantly, with this downward move, we had the room to place our stop to the break even. I've moved the stop loss from the zone and put it on the break even. Usually I trade with the move of the stop loss to the break even as soon as possible. I do an aggressive move of the stop to the break even so I can protect the money and can protect the position. So now this trade is completely safe. I will lose nothing and I am at good position, entered right at the 618 Fibonacci resistance with good foundation from the 4-hour chart. And now I will wait and see what market will form from now on, what it will make from now on, that will let me take some partial or total profit from this trade. Thanks for watching.